It's Nolan.
Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Yeah. Southside, nigga. Y'all know what's going on, man. Real shit. Hey. Ain't no way to stop it when a nigga poppin'. Pull up, start a problem, I got plenty options. Homies from the project, we the trending topic. I got bennies in my wallet, fuck your money. All I could get, flooded the knowledge, they flooded my wrist. Tell me I rap for the glamour and glitz. Got on my shit, now they rent me on list. Filling my pocket, I'm taking a trip. Call me a genie, I'm filling my wish. When it come down to me and get in my bag, I gotta get it, I pay for the lift. I got a baby, we coming legit. Roll with the big dogs. I need my cut like fit now. Buddy got shot like Sim car. Married to the game like in-laws. Do what I please, move with the breeze, right to believe. Shot shit love me, she coming to tease. Redder than haters, we cutting the weeds. Give me my space, oh man. Got me a taste, oh man. Flooded the face, I'm running a race, I cover the bases, all down. Nigga, don't try me, I'm on my square. Cardiac diamonds, I want me a pill. Treat all this money like I got a meal. Everything closer than it might appear, yo. Bitch, I got my mask on now, I don't want your germs here. I've been getting paid since the first time on my third tip. Popping on the net, fuck a local, I got turf here. Fucking with the squad, we gon' put y'all in some merch, yeah.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there, man. So we got some ASAP Rocky news, couple little things we're gonna get into. Number one, I just saw this floating around on social media a few minutes ago. Apparently, ASAP has a new interview that's gonna be coming out with Jason Lee in 2 days on Wednesday, where they're going to be talking about everything, I guess. But the first preview that we literally have ASAP Rocky saying that he would fight Drake bare knuckle style like the Irish. Okay? So apparently ASAP really wants smoke, right? We heard him say, you stole my style, I stole your chick or whatever on the album, and he threw some other slugs in his direction on the album. But it seems to me he really want to see what's up with dude in the flesh. Now, he's addressed the situation with Drake a couple of times already surrounding the album rollout. He basically said that they was cool. He got with Rihanna. They was cool. Everything seemed like it was all good. And then as we got into the pandemic, as we got into 2020 and shit like that, they were supposed to link up and some shit happened. Wires got crossed. Shit got weird behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? It's the best way that I could condense it into a few seconds. So they're not on good terms. He said they're not on good terms, and he ain't really tripping off, them being friends ever again or anything like that. But it wasn't like smoke level. Right? Now, of course, Rocky has been doing his tour. He been popping his shit on tour. Drake has been out here, doing where she at? Where she at? Where she at? That whole thing, which is the stupidest diss I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not gonna lie. Doing this where she at thing where she's not posting your single. I don't know. I don't know, man. I didn't know your significant other job was to be a promoter for your music. You know what I mean? I think it hits different when you like upcoming. You might want your significant other to like support you and post your shit, but when you're an established artist, you don't need your wife to post your fucking album or post your single. It's nice if they do, especially if they played a part in it, but if not, it's like what the fuck? We out here living. We out here getting to this chicken. We raising our family. Whether or not one or the other, it's dumb. It's dumb. But niggas who ain't never really had no real life long-term relationship ain't never gonna understand no shit like that, right? But now, Rocky, like, you know what? Let's take the gloves off, literally. Let's fight bare knuckle. That's interesting. Now, it's only a very short clip, so I'm gonna pull it up right now. But it does make me interested to see where the rest of this interview is gonna go.
You watched that celebrity boxing match.
I did.
Would you fight Drake?
Bare knuckle like the Irish.
You took that girl.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you the story.
You watched that celebrity boxing match.
I did.
Would you fight Drake?
Bare knuckle like the Irish.
You took that girl.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you the story.
All right. I just wanted to play it twice. Say it nice. Nisha nice. What's happening? So yeah. That's Rocky. He say bare knuckle like the Irish. We could, you know what I'm saying? Get in the ring and really go toe to toe on some, like, not even no gloves on, nigga. Now, this is something that I said when Iceman dropped. If y'all can recall my Iceman review that I dropped on YouTube. Remember that song where he was saying that they throwing up all these different hand signs and shit? And I said, bro, how is it that niggas let him get away with this? He on the song talking about throwing up all these different gang signs and throwing up these different hand signals and shit all through the fucking song. Me and my niggas, we ain't no rappers. Basically insinuating that we really be out here shooting shit up and doing street activity. And I'm like, nigga, that ain't never been you. How are you getting in the studio popping it like that to people who actually have a history of being in the streets on a multitude of levels, whether you want to talk about the streets in terms of just like poverty or in the streets in terms of like actually going hand to hand, being in the street life. A$AP Rocky is one of the people, you may get him confused today because he's always dappered out, fashion this, fashion that. But if you actually follow the A$AP Rocky story, you know he don't come from no motherfucking roses and honey background. He's talked about going from shelter to shelter and all that different shit, being fucked up in his youth. He's talked at length about selling drugs. We know coming up in Harlem, especially if you on some pretty boy shit, you got to fight. He's had probably more public fights than most celebrities of the last 2 decades, whether it be in private, in public, overseas. Remember, that's what the fuck he got arrested for, was slapping up this motherfucker who wouldn't leave him alone. But yet, on the other side, we had this guy who ain't never initiated a confrontation in his life. And I'm going to be honest, that's not to say that he needs to, but when you come into the arena and you try to pop it on people who really live that life, I don't understand how that's ever been like, you know, pushed along like it's valid. And I'm always going to have viewers that be like, nigga, nobody want to hear about that street shit. Okay, so tell that nigga to stop talking about it. Tell that nigga to stop rapping about it. Tell that nigga to stop perpetuating that image if he ain't really that. If y'all don't care about it, tell him to quit. Dumbass niggas. But y'all not going to do that part. So it just makes no sense to me. And this right here tells me everything I need to know. A$AP, like, nigga, let's line it up. Remember when Aiden Ross asked Drake about boxing Kendrick? And he said, if we were to do it, it would have to be in a private gym. Respect. You know, I ain't saying he's supposed to want to fight Kendrick on a public stage to make a spectacle out of it. But y'all remember when it was made out to be like he really was on some aggressive shit with Kendrick? You know, remember when folks was reporting that? And I came on YouTube and I said, hey, hold on, y'all. Chill. He ain't say that he wanted to line it up. He said, if we did. Which, that ain't the words of somebody that's really on it like that. And again, I don't expect him to be. But I expect him to actually carry that level of decorum that he had about wanting to do it in a private gym and all that shit. I expect you to carry that through life, nigga. Because again, Most people walking the earth ain't never been pissed on, ain't never been slapped up in the club. You know what I'm saying? People don't like to hear that shit, but it's the truth. There's way more humans on earth that ain't never experienced either one of those things than those that have. And he's one of the few that have both of those. It's just the truth. And slime for your AP, self-admitted, on your own song. So at a certain point, you gotta cut it out. I'll digress at that point. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta go too far into it. But that's just my spiel on the situation. Now, on another note, before we move forward, I do say, just imagine, right? Imagine your city councilman having a podcast covering these types of messy ass topics instead of worrying about what the fuck is going on in your county, in your city, making sure that the running water is clean, making sure that the lakes is good, making sure the park and recreation is good, making sure that the city budget is intact. You know, making sure that the roads and highways and goddamn school zones, you know, important shit that a city councilman should be worried about 24/7. You know, when the time I don't want my city councilman worried about that shit is if he happen to be on vacation. And guess what, bitch? If you on vacation, still you gotta answer them goddamn calls and answer to what the fuck going on, cause you the city councilman. I don't want my city councilman sitting with ASAP Rocky asking if he finna fight Drake. The fuck type of fifth dimension world are we living in? Anyway, we're gonna move on with the show. So in other ASAP Rocky news, we have this situation here. All right. ASAP Rocky pulled his offer to work with a logo designer after the designer publicly shared Rocky's DM asking about logo revisions. Okay. So here we have this because Homeboy put it out first. So Rocky reached out to this guy, Alan Peters. He says, "Good morning, Alan. How much do you charge for brand logo revisions? Assuming you would be willing to do so, I would be honored. Love your work. God bless." All right. So he reached out to this guy. He was a fan of his work. Apparently, you know, ASAP is looking for a new logo or perhaps a new take on his logo, because typically a revision means it's not going to be a completely new idea. It's just going to be touched up and add addition, subtraction, you know, little extra tidbits here or there. So he says, "Hey, I want you to touch up my logo, my brand logo," assuming that you'll be willing. So he's giving him, you know what I mean? I respect your work. You ain't got to work with me. I already know. But let me know how much you charging to do the revision, and I will be honored to work with you. Instead of even responding to ASAP, he decided to go straight to social media and repost it and say, "I have no words, mind blown." So he never got back to him with a quote. He never got back to him and said, "Hey man, I would love to do it," or "I'm booked and busy, I can't do it." He posted mind blown shit, says, "I have no words," and didn't even send back an actual response to him. Rocky then comes back and says, "This is just distasteful. Well, I guess we won't be working. Best of luck, buddy." Oh man, niggas got this social media shit all the way fucked up. Don't ever in your life put the motherfucking cart before the horse. Secure the bag. You know what I mean? Why not hit the nigga back? And then you posted the entire message. Like, why not? I don't know, man. I've been reached out to by, you know, people. I ain't never posted a message, but everybody different, man. Everybody different, bro. Well, ASAP enjoyed your work. I'm sure other people do. I'm sure you'll have other clients that are willing to make up for what you lost there. But that could have been a lifetime partnership, you know what I'm saying? Client. And he probably could have passed you on a solid reference to his network of people, ASAP Rocky. I mean, he's up there. Who knows what could have come from that? Damn. Again, put the cart before the horse. Secure the bag at all times, man. Let that nigga know, hey, man, what's the budget for the project? Let me know what you need done to your logo. Show me your logo. Let me know what you need, and I could give you a quote. It's all custom. I don't got a set price, but let me know what you got. Let me know your vision. I tell you what it's going to take for me to do it. You know what I mean? What's the deadline? Because that's going to change the price too. How soon you need it? You need it back today, tomorrow, next week, 2 months from now? How soon we looking to move forward with the rebrand? You need some shit expedited. I'm going to have to put an extradited price on that motherfucker, man. Not extradited, but you know what I mean. So ASAP said, you want to post me? I'm going to post this. Fuck out of here. Niggas is crazy, man. And I can understand being excited, you know, by the situation, by the magnitude of the client or the potential client, or let's just call it a lead. You know, I can understand that, but you got to be more careful, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, that could have been a lot on the other side of that. You do his shit, who's to say he don't pass you along to Riri? Maybe she needs something done. Maybe not to the same magnitude, but you know, like, just imagine. Opportunities don't always come knocking. That one came to your doorstep, nigga. And instead of opening the door, you took a Ring camera screenshot of the motherfucking opportunity at your door and broadcasted it to the world instead of actually opening the door for the opportunity to walk in. Crazy ass shit. Let this be a lesson to all my entrepreneurs out there. If you ain't an entrepreneur, God damn it. Anybody, everywhere, take note. Do better. Secure the bag. Make sure it's closed. Make sure it's deposited. At least have a quote out there. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, man. Yes, I do know it looks different in here. I got to get new lights, man. But hey, the show must go on until then. I'm going to see y'all in a minute. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'll never politic and the drama be piling on. Father and greats unacknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy calls, consulting for the stakes I built. I had